is your Classic Metal Show right here on theclassicmetalshow.com. That's brand new stuff from Gravedigger, new album called Healed by Metal. That tune was called Lawbreaker. And on the line right now, we've got the Lawbreaker himself, Mr. Chris Boltendahl of Gravedigger. Chris, how are you, man?
I'm really fine. Thank you, my friend.
Excellent, man. Well, Chris, let me start off by saying, like clockwork, every couple of years, a new Gravedigger record hits my hands, and every couple of years, I'm pleasantly surprised with another great record, man. Excellent stuff.
Thank you very much. We do our best, but that is the reason is why we deliver quality is because we love metal. That's the music we grow up with, and that is the reason why we put the quality level really high, and nothing will leave the Gravedigger home. If it is not 120% our music,
Sure. Now let's talk about the new record a little bit. As you said, and I'll agree with you, it is a very solid traditional metal record. And, after so many years and so many records that you've done, what is your process for creating music, when it's time to create a record? Do you just sit down to write it, or do you guys write all the time and then just bring ideas to the table? Or how exactly do you create an album or a group of ideas into songs?
This time we did it again, at the Tunes of War record, because that was the time when we sit together in a rehearsal room and wrote all the stuff together. And yes, in the last 20 years we missed that, and we said, okay, the new Gravedigger record needs something special again, and that was the reason why we put everybody for 7 days in the rehearsal room. We sat down together and wrote all these songs, and it was some kind of magic. Do this producer again, and everybody prepared something in front. I did some lyrics up front, and also some guitar riffs. And then we sit together, and we were healed by metal at this time, and wrote this record.
Sure. Now, do you find for yourself when you're writing stuff, or even when you're working with the band, do you find that sometimes you have to kind of throw things away because maybe you're covering material that you've already sort of covered? After all, you've done however many records at this point, where it would be logical to play a similar riff again or something like that. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. But if we play our own riffs again and again, we can do it, but it must be really, really good, Sure. So we have to create a different song with a different feeling and a different touch. And we don't recycle heavy metal at the end, but if you have a career like we have, then it's from time to time you're playing riffs that are a little bit similar to other riffs you played before. But at the end, it's the result must be different, and that is the reason why we tried it. Perhaps there are songs a little bit compared to other songs.
Sure. Now, this time for Gravedigger, you did have a member change. You had Peter Katzenberg leave the band after a really long time in the band, and you've got Marcus, who's now replaced him. Now, what happened with Peter, and how does Marcus come into the band?
Oh, Peter is a really good friend from the band. I do some side project with him after he left the band, and he's doing a lot of theater stuff, and he didn't have the time to work on tour with us. Mm-hmm. On the other side, Marcus is the drum technician also for Gravedigger, and he was with us on tour, and he said, okay, I can play also keyboard, so give me the rope, give me the mask, and I will be the new Reaper. So it was very simple.
Oh, that's easy enough. Well, you mentioned being out on the road, and Gravedigger, clearly you guys put out records so that you have a reason to go out on tour. Talk a little bit about how it has changed on the road for you guys. And specifically, I'm curious if you're finding a younger crowd now starting to discover your music.
Oh, our crowd is really different because it started at 6 and ends at 65 or something, was 70. No, there are fans from the 80s coming with their children now to the shows. Mm-hmm. And for us, it's the direct contact is the most important thing for a musician. The direct contact to your fans, to the people outside. That is something you can't find in the studio. You know, in the studio you have you bring your ideas and everything to a tape, but the direct connection and the exciting moments are during the live shows.
Sure. Now, one thing that I'll just say it to you honestly that I hate about being in the United States is the lack of loyalty to the kind of music, to the style. It seems like everything here is so trendy, and today's trend is rap and pop, instead of where in Europe it seems like fans from the 70s of metal are still fans of metal in 2016, 2017. Why do you think it is that the European market has been so loyal throughout the history of metal, while the United States market just does not support it the same way?
I think that heavy metal music started in Europe, and perhaps that's the reason why all these people are so loyal to this kind of music. And one time it swept over to the States, Mm-hmm. But all these bands, Black Sabbath and Led Zeppelin, they all are from England or except here from Germany, or Scorpions, And I think that could be the reason. But when we are on tour with Blind Guardian, we met a lot of people who are loyal to Blind Guardian, also Gravedigger for so many years, and I think there are also many loyal heavy metal fans in the States.
Sure. Do you think maybe it's just a numbers thing, where there's so many more people here in the States that it doesn't seem like it has? I think
I think you have quite few more people than we have here in Germany. So, but at the end, I made so many good experiences when we played there with Blind Guardian. I was totally excited about this tour, and I can't wait to come back one day, and I hope we will make it happen again.
Sure. Now the Blind Guardian tour was, as far as I know, was very successful. For you, somebody that's been doing this for quite a while, it has to be a good feeling to go out in front of probably a lot of people. I would have to guess most of the people that you played for here in the States anyway had not seen the band before.
Yeah, I think many people missed the few shows we made. I think we made 2 in 2004 or something. Mm-hmm. And then we played one-off show 2008 in New York City. But for us, it was the right platform to present Gravedigger after all these years for a couple of minutes, 50 minutes to the people. And I think they got a good overview of the band. And I think that the people, the band didn't lose anything of the magic what we had all over the years. And fans were really excited.
Sure, definitely. Now, Chris, certainly from the day that the band started till now, if anything, it's not even the same business anymore. The business itself is so completely different. Has it become more difficult for you personally, or you guys as a band, to create full-length new music, knowing that so much of it will end up on YouTube or Spotify or streaming sites, instead of people having to go out and actually purchase a record?
I think that making music on a CD or for videos or something, that is a tool to play live, And but on the other side, I listen to Gravedigger music nearly day by day, and for me it's fun, And I believe in my music, and I love my music, and for me it's a right tool to go out to the streets, to the venues, and to play music for the people,
Sure. Definitely is. Chris, let me go way, way back in time, just because I've had this question, and I don't think I've ever had the chance to ask you this, or if okay. I did, I've forgotten it. But 1,005 years ago, you guys had the album Stronger Than Ever that was just labeled as Digger. And I think it was Gravedigger under a different name. I know you were in it. What was the story with that record?
The story with the record was that the record company Noise Records told us at this time, hey guys, if you want to have success like the big American bands, you have to go to America, and but you can't go with Gravedigger. You have to put the grave out of your name because they don't like it over there. And and we were young, we believed it, and we cut Great out of the Gravedigger, and we made some more pop-oriented music. And all the people in Europe, they were really fucked up, and they showed us a red card like in a football game, and that was the reason why we made a break for a couple of years, more or less.
and that one is never to be heard from again, right?
I think it's stronger than ever. The crazy thing behind this album is that the demo tapes for this album were really, really Gravedigger stuff. Okay. And then there was a producer came in, a producer from England, and he made it to some kind of pop music. But the demo tapes are really, really heavy metal. That is the sad story behind that.
Sure. Well, yeah, and it's funny because it seems like bands that have had a long history like yours all seem to have that one record, and immediately coming to mind is like the Scorpions had Eye to Eye, which if you just, I don't know if you ever heard that record, but that is almost a techno record, which really doesn't fit them either. So it is interesting.
I think every band has it. I think Creator had one of that, and Rage had one of that, and everybody had it. And but for us, it was a tragedy at this time, and it cost us a couple of years out of the music business. We made music at this time, but we came back in '93 again with the Reaper album. But from this time on, it is a constant career, and we deliver what the people want, my friend.
Sure. Well, you're definitely delivering with this new one, Healed by Metal. 2017, you have the new record out. What does it look like for the year? Are you going to be out touring Europe? Where are you going to be?
Yeah, we're doing a lot of tours here, and we go to South America again, and we're doing a couple of, a lot of festivals next summer. And let's see what the new album, with every album, it's some kind of surprise at the end, what we're doing with live shows and everything. So we have planned something, and we will see what's coming up all over the year, what offers. And after Return of the Reaper, all the people ask me, when you come to the US and everything? And I said, I don't know if we get a proper offer, but I think so. I don't think so that we come to the US. And then a couple of months later, we got this offer from Blind Guardian, and then 45 shows.
Well, that would be nice. Maybe you could hook up with Accept or somebody. I know they're going to be out touring, so that would be great.
Let's see what the future will bring. Perhaps we find something proper for us, and I can't say. For the States, I have no idea in the moment because we are back since a couple of months now, since October, and let's see.
Excellent. Well, as I said at the beginning of the interview, the new album is called Healed by Metal. It is Gravedigger. And Chris, as a tradition on the show, we always let the artist pick a closing track from the album to wrap the interview up with. So what song should we close this interview with, and maybe tell us a quick story about it?
It's Lawbreaker. It's a bunch of crazy rockers going with the motorbikes in a city, crashing everything, no law, no rules, going out, and they are the lawbreakers.
All right, well, let's check it out right now. This is Lawbreaker. It is brand new Gravedigger right here on your Classic Metal Show.